What's up, y'all? Welcome to In the Kitchen with Ben There. I'm Ben There, and today we are going to be kicking it off with one of my favorite snack foods, sardines. Now, I know some of y'all may be thinking, oh my God, sardines. Can we do something simpler? But I think you got this. You can win. I know you can. Now, first, you have to decide whether you want your sardines régulière or sur une assiette. Sur une assiette.
Sur une assiette.
Sur une assiette. Sur une assiette. Now first you have to decide whether you want your sardines régulière or sur une assiette. Today, we're gonna go ahead and just make sardines régulière. Now, I'm gonna be upfront with you. Sardines régulière may not be for everybody, but it's my show and I like sardines. And that's what we starting with. Plus, the kids didn't clean the kitchen. Hey! Whose dish day is it? I know one of y'all better get down here and clean up this kitchen. Y'all knew I was shooting this morning? I hate kids. I hate them. Now, for sardines régulière, the first thing you need to remember is that simplicity is key. You want to avoid adding too much as to not interfere with the natural piquancy of the sardine. Look that shit up. Now, the first thing you do is hold the can like this. 4 fingers on the outside, thumb firmly pressed on the opposite side of the can. When I was young, they actually had a key, and there was a little flap on the end of the can, and you would slide a slot from the key into the little flap, and you would literally twist the can off. Now, the earlier manufacturers probably realized that they weren't faring too well with the 18 to 26 carpal tunnel demographic, so they switched to this tab. True story. Now, the key to well-prepared sardines régulière is the rotation of the wrist. It's all in the wrist. Now, the first thing you're gonna do is flip the tab up. Once you flip the tab up, it's actually going to puncture the top of the can, and you slide your finger into the tab like this. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate your wrist downward. You wanna pull with your shoulder back. You can just rip it up, but then you probably cut the shit out of yourself, which is perfectly fine if you want sardines sanglant. Now, the key is downward rotation of the wrist. Once you get the can open, you want to just pull back with your shoulder. Notice how I firmly have my thumb planted on the back of the canister, and I'm pulling back in one smooth motion. You may need to actually set the can down on the counter and pulling with your shoulder, pull the rest of the tab off. Make sure you don't splash sardine juice all over your clothes, because you smell like all day and nobody will realize where the smell is coming from. You try explaining to somebody that that's sardines. Yeah, okay, whatever. Once you have the sardines open, here's another key. You want to take the fork and you want to slide it under the sardine. And you want to try to get as much of the sardine as possible. And you scoop. Sardines régulière. Now, I did mention earlier that we were preparing sardines régulière. For sardines sur une assiette, you just put them on a plate. Sardines sur une assiette. What? Sur une assiette literally means on the plate. That concludes this week's episode. I am Ben There. Make sure you join me next time in the kitchen. Hey, I know one of y'all better get your down here and wash these dishes. Y'all got one thing, y'all lazy as